Fire! Check, check.
Watashi no name wa Shaun desu. Watashi wa dansu no sensei desu. Trinidad kara kimashita. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Okay. So, first of all, your experience with CANAVALAVA, right? How was it? How was it basically participating?
Amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Our CANAVALAVA experience was really great. I think the most impactful part for me was seeing how they embraced Caribbean culture by including things like the Blue Devil and the Dame Lorraine traditional carnival characters, the steel pan. I loved the fact that they integrated the traditional Japanese choreography, what would be our Caribbean style soca dance moves. And I felt like it was a marriage of both cultures in a way that would really portray cultural collaboration to Japanese audiences, and I think also to international audiences, because some of the video clips went viral on social media.
Yeah, we saw that too.
I think that was really amazing. Yeah.
Okay. So I think maybe you've answered this already, but what was your most memorable part by participating? Or maybe you just said the thing.
I think one of my most memorable parts was during the last lap, where there was the mix of what we would term the Trinidad style carnival costumes, and the playing of the soca music on the streets. And it was just really good to see persons really enjoy. People from the audience on the side of the streets would come in and integrate with the band, and everyone was going along. So it was really like a true unity.
Oh, okay. Great. 柳町ってことですね。Okay, so apart from CANAVALAVA's performance, what were some of the highlights or memorable experience during your stay in Japan?
Okay, so I think what was memorable for me, I got to visit Kochi Castle as well. So I think really giving us the opportunity to see do some sightseeing in Kochi as well. Then there was the welcome party. There was a night that had the welcome party, and we had the steel pan play some of our songs. That was really touching for me as well, and seeing how all the other members of the audience knew the lyrics of the songs and were singing and dancing. So that was really something else. Those were two memorable moments.
Okay, so when you first came to Japan, was there anything in particular that surprised you, or given you a strong impression?
I was told in advance that Japan would be very clean, and that we would have to, like, you would have to take your trash with you where you go, and everything was very clean. So that struck me, noticing how clean everything was. And then also, what also struck me? I think that would have been the first thing that really stood out.
Okay, the cleanness.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3. Who would you recommend to experience Team CANAVALAVA? If you're like suggesting it to anybody, who would you suggest it to?
As in for who
joining the team?
That is an interesting question.
What they're saying basically is, okay, when you just look at that video, or CANAVALAVA video, maybe they imagine like, we can experience Trinidadian carnival in Kochi in Japan, which is not quite the same, right? we have the choreography and we all get in the line. It's completely different thing. So who would you think, what kind of people would be interested in joining? Who would you recommend it to?
For the CANAVALAVA experience.
Well, yeah, CANAVALAVA experience.
Yeah. So I think the CANAVALAVA experience, I think it would actually appeal to dancers who want to experience, because it's a choreographed routine on the street, and you get the opportunity to perform the choreography multiple times in front of different audiences. I think persons who are dancers, it would appeal to them to experience that, because not only are they doing, also because of the mix of styles of choreography being performed. So they would get to experience traditional Japanese choreography using the, what do you call the clicker?
Naruko.
Yeah. And to do that choreography along with Caribbean style choreography. So I think it would really appeal to dancers, but also persons just generally involved in the performing arts. Because in terms of just like the way that everything was structured, the rehearsals prior to the carnival days, and then the organization on the days itself, it would be an experience to have for persons just generally involved in the performing arts.
Like when you say dancers, you mean not just in Trinidad, like all over the world?
Yeah. Not only Trinidadian dancers, so persons, even I met persons who were not only based in Kochi and Tokyo, but there were some persons who came in from the US and persons who came in, I think there was one guy from Germany as well. So just, persons from different countries coming in to have the experience, I think, but specifically in the performing arts.
Individuals would you think would be like interested in collaborating with us?
I think in Trinidad and Tobago, Lost Tribe Carnival Band might be one that would be interested in collaborating, because they also have similar types of costuming and performances on the days of the carnival parade. So I think I do see some similarity between a band like Lost Tribe Carnival and the CANAVALAVA band, if they were to do a collaboration in Trinidad and Tobago.
As a professional dancer, what do you think? Is there any ways that you might think, maybe CANAVALAVA should do this way, or maybe it's better if you do the choreography easier, make it easier? Or is there any suggestions from your points of view as a professional dancer?
So I'm not sure if this would be something that would be allowed based on the way that the Kochi Festival is arranged, because I have noticed that a lot of the other bands that I would see on the street, they also have all the performers doing the choreography. But I think one option that could be considered would be for persons who may not be able to pick up choreography that easily, and maybe if they want to join the band without having the time to learn the choreography prior to joining, they might have an option to participate without actually doing the choreography. So I know there were, for example, there were some persons who would hold the stands, the banners, and other persons who would, but just to have more, I'm not sure if it would be beneficial to have more of those options, because I think more persons might be interested, especially if they have to travel and might not have a lot of time coming in to spend in Kochi prior to the carnival. So they may not have a lot of time to learn the choreography prior, but they would still want to participate. So I think those type of options might be good to have those included, yeah.
Okay. There's like 200 bands just in Kochi, right? Participating in Yosakoi. And if one of those team had asked you, gave you an offer to do the choreography for them, would you take that offer?
I would take that offer from CANAVALAVA. Opportunity to choreograph for a band, one of the 200 bands in Kochi for the Yosakoi Festival. it would have to be for the CANAVALAVA band.
カナバラバじゃ
Yes.
やりたくない。ちょっと待って。
During the Trinidad Carnival time,
Uh-huh.
what are you doing like every year?
I would be in Trinidad for Carnival for the past few years. So actually for maybe since I returned from New York in 2014, every year I've been working with Marshall Montano to choreograph his major concerts. So it used to be called Marshall Monday, and he then subsequently moved the concert from the Monday to the Carnival Friday. So I would usually coordinate and choreograph along with a small team of choreographers, and we would source and cast the dancers. Sometimes it's up to 50 persons, put together the costuming and to augment the presentations.
You be too busy to hang out, rhyme,
Oh no, of course!
going fit
I will make the
during
time.
Carnival.
When you'll get here, let me know. I will make the time. And we would do like steel pan, the panorama, and different events. So yeah.
What was your favorite food you had in Japan?
I should have remembered the name of it. It was a dessert, a clear dessert. Also a meal that I had. I actually love the fact that they put eggs on top of the food. I actually really like that. I remember speaking to a friend of mine who visited Japan before, and he said, "Oh, I'm not sure if I like the eggs." I said, "I love the eggs on top of the meals." I actually look on the menu to see what is going to come with the egg on top.
Okay. So you didn't mind the raw egg, or you didn't mind the raw egg being raw?
No, I really liked it. I really liked it.
生卵。
Warabi mochi.
Warabi mochi. Warabi mochi.
Yeah.
Warabi mochi.
That was the dessert that I had. The clear dessert. Yeah.
Did you miss any of your national dish Trinidadian food during
No,
your
I
stay
didn't.
here? 全然。
ならない。
No,
then-
I like when I travel. So like when I travel, I specifically try to experience everything about the culture or the place that I'm going. So I would not travel and go and order fast food like McDonald's or Starbucks. I would try to get like the authentic traditional food. Yeah.
Did you want to like travel like other parts of Japan too?
Because I had such a short time and I knew that I would be able to visit Kochi as well, I was comfortable just doing Kochi and Tokyo. But I think what I would have liked was to experience the flowers, the blossom, the cherry blossoms. I would like to experience that. Yeah.
You went to the public bar with Barbie?
Yes, I did that after returning from Kochi. We went to the hot spring bar.
Spring.
Yeah, so that was a different experience because we do not have that in Trinidad, and I have never experienced that in any of the other countries we traveled to.
How was it?
It was too hot. So the bath outside where the temperature is fine, but the actual hot tub is too hot. It was
Okay. All right.
sweet.
So, are there any like activities or challenges you like to try in Japan in the future?
I think for me, because of the time of the year, like the one that I really wanted to see was the cherry blossoms, but I think it would never happen around the time of the Yosakoi Festival. But for me, the other part was when I was able to put on the traditional Japanese wear as well. I really appreciated getting that experience. And when we went to the shrine and we took pictures, the traditional, that was actually a really good inclusion in the experience. I think the message I have for Japanese who would be viewing this video, I think it's really great to see that you are interested in having cultural collaboration with Japanese and Caribbean culture, and just being able to really appreciate and the authenticity of the culture and to have that experience between the two. I really love the fact that you are here, loving the culture of both places. But I really want to say that I think you all were so hospitable throughout the entire arrangement. From the beginning, from the initial contact, straight down through even after I left. I think you all are really good hosts, and I really want to thank you for the opportunity of just coming to experience. I think you all really embraced me as a part of the family. And I want to thank you for the effort and energy that you put out into just arranging everything and the way that you've incorporated our Trinidad style culture and Caribbean style culture to the experience. It really, really touched me, and I wanted to say how much I appreciate.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I want to say, when any one of you are coming to Trinidad, please reach out to me. I would love even if a collaboration here in Trinidad, and if at any point in time again I can come to visit Japan, I would love to continue collaborating with you all. I think you all are really great people to work with, and I would love to be able to continue that experience.
Thank you.
Kampiki.
Happy.